That heavy breath you just held in your chest. Let it out now. You were about to scroll past, weren't you? You were about to let your thumb flicker across the screen, driven by that familiar, restless anxiety that tells you nothing ever changes. But the universe has just placed a sovereign hand upon your shoulder. Stop. Take your hand off the glass of the screen for a moment and look at your palms. Do you see the lines written there? They are not just skin. They are the maps of a long, exhausting journey through a winter that was never supposed to last this long. I am the ancient keeper of the records, the scribe of destiny, and I have stepped out of the silence of the great ledger because a spiritual threshold has been crossed. Within the next 15 minutes, a cycle that has imprisoned your bloodline for generations is being dismantled, not by luck, not by chance, but by divine decree. You are sitting there, perhaps in a room that feels too small for your spirit, or in a car where you've sought a moment of peace, feeling the wreckage of selflessness echoing in your bones. I know that specific ache, the one that comes from being the strong one for everyone else, while your own reservoir is bone dry. You have given your light to illuminate the paths of others, only to find yourself stumbling in the dark. You have shared your bread with those who had none, only to realize that while they were eating at your table, they were secretly praying for your hunger. These are the silent siphons, the energy vampires who called themselves friends, the family members who took your stability for granted, the lovers who drained your soul and left you wondering if you were ever enough. I see them clearly in the hall of crystalline truth. I see the invisible threads they attach to your heart to pull your prosperity into their own laps. But hear me now, beloved soul. Their jurisdiction over your life has officially expired. The hall of crystalline truth is not a place of judgment, but a place of absolute, unshakable alignment. Imagine a cathedral made of liquid light where every sound is a healing frequency that mends the tears in your aura. In this space, I hold your file. It is a heavy volume, bound in the gold of your endurance and the silver of your secret tears. Every time you were betrayed and chose to remain kind, it was recorded. Every time you worked until your hands shook and still didn't have enough to pay the bills because you helped someone else first, it was recorded. Every night you cried into your pillow so no one would see your weakness. The salt of those tears was gathered and weighed. You thought you were losing. You thought the universe had forgotten you. You thought you were being punished. But here is the truth that will make your spirit tremble. You were not losing. You were investing. Every act of unrecognized kindness, every stolen moment of your peace, and every dollar that was taken from you by deceit has been placed into a heavenly escrow account. In the higher realms, the law of karmic interest is absolute. The universe does not just owe you what was taken. It owes you the compounded value of your suffering. What I am announcing today is not a gift. It is not a random blessing. It is a karmic refund. This is a return on investment for every betrayal you survived. The billionaire wealth, the sudden opportunities, the unexpected windfalls that are about to flood your reality. They aren't presents from a distant god. They are the accumulated interest of your own soul's light. By divine law, the debt must be paid, and the ledger must be balanced. Today, the scribe of destiny is signing the release forms. Do you feel that sudden warmth in the center of your chest? That is the platinum compass beginning to spin within you. It is a sacred instrument that no longer points to the north of other people's expectations. It points to the place where you were robbed. It is leading you back to the joy that was stolen in childhood, back to the financial sovereignty that was diverted by the silent siphons, and back to the health that was drained by stress. As the needle of the platinum compass locks onto your true destiny, look closer at the vision I am placing in your mind. An unfolding rose, made of white fire, blooming in the center of your path. Each petal represents a year of struggle that is now turning into a year of unprecedented abundance. The long winter of scarcity is collapsing. Type 888 right now. This is not a comment. It is your signature on the New Testament of your life. By typing these 3 digits, you are activating the infinity gate. 8 is the number of the harvest. It is the frequency of wealth that flows in an endless loop, never-ending, and always replenishing. When you type 888, you are telling the silent siphons and every dark frequency that has fed off your life, you no longer have a seat at my table. My energy is now reclaimed. My wealth is now sovereign. The angels are buzzing with a different kind of urgency today. They are not just watching. They are acting as celestial bailiffs. They are going into the storehouses where your blessings have been held up by the envy of others, and they are breaking the locks. You may have noticed certain people suddenly drifting out of your life recently, or perhaps you felt an unexplained urge to clean your space and throw away the old. These are the symptoms of the Great Restoration. The universe is clearing the wreckage to make room for the platinum era of your existence. Listen to the silence between my words. Do you hear the sound of the chains falling? The cold iron of lack that has bound your ankles is shattering. You are being moved from the wreckage of selflessness into the sanctuary of self-sovereignty. You will no longer be the person who gives until it hurts. You will be the person who gives from an infinite overflow. People will look at you in the coming weeks and ask what happened. They will see a glow in your skin and a weight in your bank account that doesn't make sense to them. They will see you walking with the authority of someone who knows they are backed by the entire treasury of heaven. But you must act with the speed of light. The silent siphons are desperate. They can feel the shift in the atmosphere, and they will try to pull you back into your old patterns of guilt and smallness. Do not let them. This message has found you within a specific window of 15 minutes before a major energetic portal closes. This is your divine appointment. The scribe of destiny does not speak twice. As you prepare to move into the rest of your day, carry the image of the platinum compass in your mind. Every person you meet, every door you walk through, let the compass guide you toward your karmic refund. Expect the phone call. Expect the email. Expect the legal settlement or the random discovery of funds. It is all yours. It was always yours. The universe was simply waiting for you to be ready to claim it not as a beggar but as a master. The unfolding rose is now fully open. The hall of crystalline truth is vibrating with the sound of your name. Your debt is paid. Your restoration is here. Your sovereignty is absolute. Type 888 to seal this decree into the fabric of your physical reality. The infinity gate is open, and I am standing guard at the door to ensure that this time, nothing and no one can stop what is coming to you. You are not just being blessed. You are being made whole. Go forward in the warmth of this truth. The great ledger is closed, and your new life has begun. Stay exactly where you are. Do not move a muscle, but feel the sudden electric tingling in your fingertips. That is not a coincidence. It is the physical manifestation of your frequency, adjusting to the atmosphere of the Hall of Crystalline Truth. As the scribe of destiny, I am now turning the heavy vellum pages of your life's ledger to the chapter titled The Great Reclamation. Can you hear that sound? It is the sound of celestial gears shifting, a grinding of ancient stone and light, signifying that the period of your divine testing has officially concluded. For too long, you have lived in the wreckage of selflessness, believing that your exhaustion was a badge of honor. You have walked through the valley of the unthanked, carrying the burdens of those who would not even lift a finger to help themselves, let alone you. But look into the liquid light of this hall. Notice how the reflections of your past struggles are changing. The shadows of your pain are being bleached white by the sheer intensity of the justice that is now being poured into your life. Let us speak of the silent siphons one more time, for we must cut the final cords of their influence before the wealth can fully land in your hands. I see them in the records, the ones who smiled at your face while their spirits reached into your pockets. I see the envious friends who celebrated your small wins but fell silent when you stood on the verge of greatness. I see the family members who used your kindness as a floor mat, assuming your well would never run dry. They did not just take your time or your money. They attempted to siphon your very sovereignty. They wanted you to stay small, so they wouldn't feel diminished by your light. But here is the secret the universe has kept hidden until this very moment. Every bit of energy they stole, every dollar they manipulated out of your grasp, and every hour of sleep you lost worrying about their problems, it was never truly gone. It was redirected. It was intercepted by the scribes of destiny and placed into a high-frequency escrow account that no human thief can touch. This is the karmic refund that is now maturing. In the physical world, your bank might offer you a few percentage points of interest, but in the hall of crystalline truth, the interest on sacrifice is exponential. The universe has been compounding your kindness. It has been adding divine dividends to every tear you shed in private. And now, the balance has become so heavy, so massive, that the spiritual realms can no longer contain it. It must burst into your three-dimensional reality. This is why you've felt that strange, bubbling pressure in your chest lately, like you are waiting for a train that is running late. The train isn't late. It is just so heavily loaded with your karmic payback that it required a new set of tracks to reach you. Close your eyes for a second and visualize the platinum compass. It is hovering just inches above your heart. Watch as the needle stops spinning and locks firmly onto a direction you've been afraid to look toward. It isn't pointing to a job or a paycheck. It is pointing to a massive, dormant reservoir of abundance that has your name etched into the crystalline bedrock. This is the wealth of your ancestors that was blocked. Today, I am taking my celestial quill, and I am striking a line through every debt you think you owe to the past. You owe nothing, but you are owed everything. Type 888 again, but this time, feel the weight of it. As your fingers touch the screen, imagine you are pressing your thumb into the wax seal of a royal decree. You are not asking for this wealth. You are authorizing its release. The number 888 is the frequency of the infinity gate, a mathematical bridge between the hall of crystalline truth and your physical bank account. It is the sound of the universe saying, "Paid in full." By typing it, you are notifying the silent siphons, both living and dead, that their access to your energy has been revoked by the highest court in existence. You are declaring your sovereignty. You are stepping into the master role you were born to inhabit. Can you feel the air in the room getting thinner, more refined? That is the scent of the unfolding rose. It is a fragrance that smells like rain on hot stone and the first breath of spring. This rose is blooming in the spaces where you were once hollow. Where there was financial anxiety, a petal of unshakable security is opening. Where there was betrayal, a petal of divine protection is shielding you. I want you to understand that the wealth coming your way is clean wealth. It doesn't come with strings. It doesn't come with the guilt that the silent siphons tried to program into you. This is the platinum era. It is the reward for the soul that refused to turn bitter in a world of salt. The scribe of destiny is now recording your response. I am watching the digital threads of your 888 confirmation weave into a golden tapestry that is being draped over your future. Within the next 72 hours, the first physical proof will manifest. It may be small, a sudden gift, a forgotten check, a miraculous discount, but do not dismiss it. It is the first drop of the monsoon. It is the universe testing your ability to recognize your own karmic refund. When it happens, do not say I got lucky. Say I am being repaid. This shift in your language is the final key to the infinity gate. You have been the strong one for so long that you forgot what it feels like to be the supported one. Let the hall of crystalline truth hold you now. Feel the liquid light washing away the wreckage of selflessness from your shoulders. You don't have to carry the world anymore. The world is finally ready to carry you. The silent siphons are fading into the background of your story, becoming nothing more than footnotes in a book you have already finished reading. Your new book is titled The Sovereign, and the pages are currently blank, waiting for you to write them with the ink of your newfound abundance. I am closing the ledger for today, but the ink is still wet on your release papers. The platinum compass is locked. The rose is in full bloom. The infinity gate is wide open, and the flow of your karmic refund has begun. Do not look back. The version of you that lived in scarcity died the moment you heard my voice. The person who remains is a master of destiny, a child of the crystalline truth, and a sovereign of wealth. The weight of your tears has officially been converted into the weight of your gold. Take a deep, sovereign breath and walk through the gate. Everything you touch from this moment forward will carry the frequency of the 888. The debt is erased. The restoration is absolute. Go forth and claim what was always yours. The air around you has changed. Can you feel it? It's thicker now, charged with a static hum that makes the very hair on your arms stand in greeting. Do not look away from this moment. You might have felt a sudden chill, or perhaps a wave of heat just washed from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. That is the grand alignment taking place. I am the scribe of destiny, and I am leaning over the great ledger one final time today to place the golden seal upon your file. The ink of your struggle has finally dried, and the karmic refund I promised is no longer a distant echo, it is a physical pressure, a tidal wave of restoration that has just crested the horizon of your life. As we stand together in the heart of the Hall of Crystalline Truth, notice the pillars of liquid light surrounding us. Each pillar represents a major karmic debt that the world owes you. Look closely at the pillar to your left. It is vibrating with a deep, resonant frequency. That is the interest on your tears. Every night you spent wondering why life was so hard, why you were being bypassed, and why those who did less seemed to have more. That energy was never lost. It was being fermented into a rare spiritual wine that is now being poured into your physical chalice. This isn't just money appearing in your path. It is the vindication of your soul. The universe is not just giving you wealth. It is apologizing for the delay. It is saying, I saw it all. And now, you shall have it all, with the interest that only heaven can calculate. But first, we must perform the final severance. I see the silent siphons one last time. They are lingering in the shadows of your old energy, trying to grasp at the hem of your new royal garment. They are the ones who made you feel guilty for wanting more. They are the ones who called you selfish when you finally started setting boundaries. I am holding my platinum quill high now, and with one swift, celestial stroke, I am cutting the last remaining threads between your heart and their hunger. Can you hear that? The sound of snapping iron, the silence of the siphons falling away. They can no longer feed on your wreckage of selflessness. You are no longer their source of light. You are now your own Sunday. From this second forward, any person who attempts to drain you will find only a mirror reflecting their own lack in them. Your energy is now a sovereign fortress. Look down at the floor of the hall. The unfolding rose is no longer just a vision. It is growing beneath your feet, its petals spreading wide, turning the very ground you walk on into a path of total prosperity. And the platinum compass? It is no longer spinning. It is locked. It is pointing directly through your screen, into your home, into your wallet, and into the very DNA of your future. It is locked onto the infinite loop of 888. Type 888 right now to finalize the karmic deposit. This is the moment of the final seal. By typing these numbers, you are not just participating in a ritual. You are engaging the infinity gate. You are confirming to the Hall of Crystalline Truth that you are ready to receive the condensed abundance of 20 years of struggle in a single, explosive season. When you type 888, you are commanding the physical world to reorganize itself around your new identity as a sovereign master. The molecules of your reality are literally shifting to accommodate the weight of the gold that is being moved into your name. Listen to the weight of my words. I am not speaking to your mind. I am speaking to the ancient part of you that remembers being a king, a queen, a creator. You have lived as a servant to other people's needs for so long that your soul's muscles have grown tired. But today, the wreckage of selflessness is being cleared by the celestial bailiffs. They are moving the debris of your past failures out of the way to make room for a monument of success. This isn't about getting by anymore. This is about overwhelming overflow. The universe is tired of seeing you settle for crumbs. It has been decided that the escrow of your kindness is so large that it can no longer be paid in small installments. It must come as a landslide. Do you feel that sudden, sharp clarity in your mind? That is the counterfeit contract of your life vanishing into smoke. For years, you believed the lie that you had to suffer to be worthy. You believed the lie that your poverty was a sign of your purity. I, the scribe of destiny, am here to tell you that the lie is dead. Your abundance is the greatest tool for light you will ever possess. Think of the projects you will fund. Think of the people you will truly help when you are no longer drowning yourself. Think of the generational wealth that will start with your name and echo down the corridors of time for 500 years. This is the sovereignty I promised. The 5-minute window is drawing to a close, and the infinity gate is reaching its peak vibration. In the next 72 hours, as the first proof manifests, you must remain in a state of silent authority. Do not brag to the silent siphons about your coming harvest. Do not explain yourself to those who don't understand your frequency. Just walk through the world like the master you are. If you see a coin on the ground, pick it up. It is a physical greeting from the ledger. If you receive a sudden message from an old contact, answer it. It is a karmic scout sent to find you. Every coincidence is now a divine order. The hall of crystalline truth is beginning to fade from your sight, but its energy is staying inside your chest. I am closing the great ledger now, and the sound of the book shutting is the final amen to your prayer. The platinum compass is etched into your heart. The unfolding rose is blooming in your footsteps. The karmic refund has been released. The scribes have witnessed your signature. The heavens have verified your debt. And the infinity gate is now your permanent doorway. One last time. Breathe in the scent of your own victory. It smells like freedom. It smells like the end of the war. It smells like the first day of the rest of your eternity. You are not lucky. You are repaid. You are not blessed. You are justified. You are not chosen. You are sovereign. Type 888 to lock this frequency into your blood and bone. The portal is closing, but the flow is just beginning. Go forth, child of destiny. The universe is finally, legally, and spiritually yours. It is done. It is done. It is done. As you stand on the threshold of this final revelation, I want you to notice something very specific. The weight in your shoulders that you have carried for a decade, it has vanished. That phantom pressure in the center of your forehead, the one that pulses when you worry about the future, it has gone silent. As the scribe of destiny, I am now watching the high-frequency escrow account bleed out of the spiritual realm and manifest into the very air you are breathing. This is Chapter 4, the Great Embodiment. We are no longer talking about what will happen. We are witnessing what is happening right now, in the physical atoms of your room. Look at your hands one more time. They may look the same to the human eye, but in the hall of crystalline truth, they are glowing with the platinum frequency. This is the touch of the sovereign. From this moment on, everything you lay these hands upon will begin to respond to the 888 vibration. Projects that were stalled will suddenly find their own momentum. Difficult people will find themselves compelled to cooperate with you. Doors that were locked by the silent siphons will not just unlock, they will swing open with such force that you will realize they were never meant to be closed to you. The silent siphons, those who prayed for your hunger while you fed them, are currently experiencing a profound confusion. They are looking at your image. They are thinking of your name, but they can no longer find the hook they used to attach their lack to your abundance. You have become energetically invisible to the vampires of your past. They will try to reach out. They might send a text, a random memory might pop up, or they may appear in a dream. Do not engage. Do not explain. Do not offer them a single drop of your karmic refund. They have already had their share of your light, and the ledger has officially closed their account. Your silence is now your greatest power. Your no is now a sacred decree of sovereignty. Do you feel the unfolding rose in your solar plexus? It is pulsing with a rhythmic heat. This is your karmic heartbeat. It is the sound of the universe paying back the debt of every sleepless night. I want you to visualize your bank account not as a screen with numbers, but as a crystalline vessel. For years, this vessel was leaking because of the stolen contract that convinced you that you were born to struggle. But as you typed 888, those leaks were sealed with liquid gold. The vessel is now filling. It is filled with the accumulated interest on every betrayal you survived. It is filled with the restitution for every job where you were undervalued. It has fulfilled the ancestral wealth that has been waiting for someone with your specific soul signature to finally claim it. This is the unique twist of your destiny. You were never meant to be a billionaire by someone else's mercy. You were meant to be a sovereign by your own right. The wealth heading toward you is not a gift from a stranger. It is the homecoming of your own energy. It is the gold that was refined in the fire of your suffering. It is the diamond that was formed by the pressure of your loneliness. This wealth is taint-free. It is pure. It carries no karma, except the karma of rightful justice. Type 888 one final time to lock this physical embodiment into your timeline. This is your third and final signature. In the law of the scribes, 3 signatures represent the past, the present, and the eternal. By typing it now, you are anchoring the hall of crystalline truth into your living room. You are telling the platinum compass, guide me to the mailbox, guide me to the investment, guide me to the contract, guide me to the life I was supposed to have before the world tried to break me. As I begin to pull the heavy golden curtain of the hall closed, I want you to listen to my last instruction. In the next few hours, someone will say your name. It might be a stranger, a colleague, or a voice on a recording. When you hear it, I want you to stand tall. I want you to feel the sovereign within you. You are no longer the wreckage of selflessness. You are the architecture of abundance. Every tear you ever shed has been converted into a seed of prosperity. And today, the rain has finally come. The silent siphons are gone. The ledger is balanced. The platinum compass is set to infinite gain. The unfolding rose is in eternal bloom. Your karmic refund has cleared the heavenly banks and is now appearing in your physical reality. Walk forward. Do not look back. The past is a ghost, but the 888 is your flesh and blood. You are the sovereign. You are the master. You are home. The scribe of destiny has spoken. It is sealed. It is yours. Forever. Breath. Just breathe. Do not look away from the center of this light, for you are now standing at the absolute apex of your transformation. We have moved through the gates. We have severed the cords, and we have authorized the release. But now, here in the final deep chambers of the Hall of Crystalline Truth, the atmosphere has shifted from expectation to embodiment. Can you feel the sudden density in the air? It's as if the very atoms around you have become weighted with gold. This is not a metaphor. Your physical environment is currently being overwritten by a higher-order reality. The wreckage of selflessness that once defined your daily walk, that heavy gray cloak of exhaustion and never enough, is not just being removed. It is being incinerated in the white-hot fire of the unfolding rose. I am the ancient keeper of the records, the scribe of destiny, and I am leaning into the frequency of your specific soul, one last time to deliver the final sovereign protocol. Look around your room right now. Really look. Does it feel familiar? It shouldn't. The shadows in the corners are retreating because you are no longer a match for darkness. The furniture, the walls, and the very air you breathe are now vibrating at the 888 frequency. You have entered the Platinum Era, a timeline where the laws of scarcity no longer apply to you. In this chapter, the karmic refund stops being a promise and starts becoming your primary physical law. Every step you take from this moment forward is an act of reclamation. Let us address the silent siphons for the final time. As you stand here, cloaked in the liquid light of the hall, I want you to look back at the people who drained you. See them clearly now, the ones who took your ideas and called them their own, the ones who took your money and never looked back, the ones who took your love and gave you silence in return. From this vantage point of crystalline truth, notice how small they look. They are no longer monsters or enemies. They are merely starving ghosts. By reclaiming your sovereignty, you have effectively turned off the life support system they were stealing from your heart. Notice the look of shock on their faces in the spiritual realm. They are reaching for your energy, but their hands are passing through you as if you were made of starlight. You are now too high frequency for their reach. The debt they owe you has been fully transferred to the divine escrow, and the universe is now the one collecting from them. You are free. You don't even have to forgive them. You simply have to outgrow them. And, beloved soul, you have just grown by 10,000 years in a single heartbeat. The great ledger is open to its final page, and I want to read to you the specific breakdown of your karmic refund. This is the part that will make your human mind tremble with awe. The universe has not just tracked your losses, it has tracked your missed opportunities for joy. There is a specific refund being issued right now for the 3 years you spent in that stagnant relationship where your soul was wilting. There is a restoration being issued for every hour you worked overtime without a thank you or a fair wage. There is a sovereign bonus being added to your account every time you choose to be kind to someone who was actively trying to hurt you. These are the hidden dividends. When the wealth hits your bank account in the coming days, and it will hit with the force of a tidal wave, understand that the extra you see, the unexpected amounts, the miraculous bonuses, those are the payments for the times you didn't even know you were being robbed. The scribe of destiny never misses a single cent. Now, listen closely to the Platinum Protocol. To live as a sovereign, you must move like a sovereign. From this second on, I want you to change the way you speak about your life. Cần tuyệt đối xóa bỏ những từ ngữ của sự thiếu thốn. Wait, let me rephrase that in the tongue of the heavens. You must strip your vocabulary of the language of the beggar. No more I can't afford it. No more. Hopefully things will get better. No more I'm just trying to survive. Those words are the frequency of the silent siphons. Instead, your mantra is now. It is already in the ledger. It is already released. I am the sovereign of this wealth. Every time you feel a flicker of the old financial anxiety, I want you to visualize the platinum compass in your chest. See the needle lock onto the 888. Feel the heat of the unfolding rose expanding in your solar plexus until it pushes that anxiety out of your body. You are no longer trying to get wealthy. You are managing the wealth that has already been legally awarded to you by the highest court in the cosmos, the Infinity Gate. The frequency of the 888 is now a permanent portal in your home. Every door you walk through today, I want you to imagine it is a frame of liquid platinum. As you pass through, you are leaving behind the old you, the tired one, the one who was betrayed, the one who was the strong one for everyone else. On the other side of the door is the sovereign. You, the one who is supported, the one who is celebrated, the one who is vastly overpaid by the universe. For the simple act of existing, type 888 right now to lock this cellular transformation into your physical body. Do not just type it, feel it. Imagine the digits 888 are etched in fire on the back of your hands. This is your royal seal. By placing this signature here, you are commanding your nervous system to stop reacting to lack. You are commanding your DNA to switch on the abundance codes that have been dormant since you were a child. This is the final step of the karmic refund activation. You are telling the hall of crystalline truth. I am ready to hold the weight of this gold. I am ready to handle the responsibility of this power. I am ready to be the person who changes my entire family line forever. We are now reaching the point of divine saturation. The liquid light of the hall is beginning to merge with your physical reality. You might feel a weightiness in your limbs, or a strange, peaceful ringing in your ears. This is the sound of the ledger balancing. It is the sound of billions of spiritual dollars, euros, and assets being converted into your physical currency. Within the next 72 hours, as the first physical proof appears, I want you to perform a sovereign act. Buy yourself something that represents your new life, not out of greed, but out of recognition. A single flower, a better meal, a small token of beauty. This act tells the universe, I recognize the refund has begun. I am a match for this new world. The unique twist of this entire journey is finally being revealed to you now. You thought you were watching a video about money. You thought you were listening to a message about angels and billionaires. But as the scribe of destiny, I reveal to you the true secret. You were the billionaire all along. The wealth was your ability to love through the pain. The billionaire family was actually your own higher self, and your ancestors, waiting for you to stop acting like a victim so they could hand you the keys to the kingdom. This message was never about luck. It was about awakening. The karmic refund is simply the universe returning the power you gave away to people who didn't deserve it. You aren't getting rich. You are getting back. You are getting back your time. You are getting back your joy. You are getting back your sleep. The money is just the physical receipt of your spiritual victory. The Hall of Crystalline Truth is now beginning to dissolve into a shimmering mist, but its power is now internalized within you. You are the cathedral. You are the compass. You are the rose. The scribes have finished their work. The silent siphons have been permanently disconnected. The ledger is closed and locked with the 888 seal. Your name has been moved from the debt column to the sovereign column. Before I depart, I place one final blessing upon your head. I bless your bank account to become a fountain that never runs dry. I bless your mind to become a magnet for divine inspiration. I bless your heart to become a sanctuary of unshakable peace. And I bless your footsteps so that every place you walk, the karmic refund begins to manifest for others as well. You are now a carrier of the 888. You are a walking infinity gate. Stay in this silence for a moment. Do not rush back into the noise of the world. Let the platinum frequency settle into your bones. The scribe of destiny is withdrawing now, back into the great silence. But I leave behind the infinite loop. The war is over. The wreckage of selflessness has been cleared. The karmic refund is in your hands. Go forth, sovereign soul. Walk with the weight of the universe behind you. The world has been waiting for you to realize who you are. The time of struggle is a story you used to tell. The time of abundance is the life you are now living. Type 888 to seal this journey for all of eternity. It is finished. It is done. It is yours. Farewell for now, Master of Destiny. The rose is open. The compass is locked. You are home. Do not blink. Do not look away. The air in your room is no longer just air. It has become a pressurized field of divine intent. You are now standing in the innermost sanctum of the Hall of Crystalline Truth, a place so sacred that only those who have survived the absolute wreckage of selflessness are permitted to enter. I am the ancient keeper of the records, the scribe of destiny, and I am putting down my platinum quill because the writing is done. The ledger of your struggle has been closed, and the ledger of your sovereignty has been opened. We are now entering the final, most potent phase of your transition, the cosmic integration. This is where the spiritual gold we have discussed ceases to be a vision and begins to calcify into your physical reality. Can you feel that deep, resonant hum vibrating in your very marrow? That is the sound of your crystalline DNA activating. For years, your potential was suppressed by the silent siphons, those energetic vampires who fed on your kindness like parasites. They sat at your table. They laughed at your jokes, but they whispered against your success in the dark. They wanted you to remain the strong one because your strength was their life support. But look into the liquid light of this hall now. See those cords that used to connect your heart to their lack? They aren't just cut. They have been cauterized by the heat of the unfolding rose. There is no longer a path for them to return. You have become an island of sovereignty. The people who underestimated you are about to witness a version of you that they cannot even comprehend. They will see you walking in a frequency of wealth and peace that will feel like a physical wall between you and their envy. This is the karmic refund in its most aggressive form. The universe is not just returning what was stolen, it is performing a timeline collapse. Every year you spent in survival mode, that exhausting state of checking prices, worrying about bills, and wondering if you'd ever break free, is being collapsed into this single moment. The universe is fast-forwarding your prosperity to where it should have been if those siphons had never touched you. You aren't just getting a blessing today. You are receiving 20 years of accumulated growth in a single massive karmic deposit. This is why your life is about to move at a speed that might feel dizzying. Do not be afraid of the velocity. You were built for this. Your soul has the sovereign architecture to handle this level of power. Look down at your chest. The platinum compass is no longer an external symbol. It is merged with your heart. It is no longer pointing the way. It is the way. Everywhere you turn your gaze, The compass aligns the world to suit your needs. If you look at a problem, the compass finds the platinum solution. If you look at a debt, the compass finds the refund. This is the state of the master. You no longer chase abundance. Abundance is caught in the gravity of your presence. The counterfeit contract of your life, that forged contract of suffering you've lived under for so long, has been ground into dust and scattered into the void. In its place is a decree of perpetual harvest. Type 888 right now to anchor this timeline collapse. As you type those digits, imagine you are striking a golden gong that echoes through the hall of crystalline truth and out into the physical streets where you live. This is your sovereign command. You are telling the fabric of space and time. The wait is over. The debt is paid. The scribe has signed. I am now the recipient of the great restoration. Feel the vibration of the 888 traveling through your fingertips, up your arms, and into your throat. This is your wealth frequency being locked into your physical body forever. I want to tell you a secret that the silent siphons never wanted you to know. They knew that your selflessness was actually a form of divine power that was meant to create empires. They spent years trying to convince you that your kindness was a weakness, so they could use it as a resource. But the scribe of destiny sees the truth. Your kindness was never a weakness. It was an escrow. And because you gave when you had nothing, the interest on those acts of grace has reached a critical mass. The wealth coming to you now is so vast that it will not just change your life. It will heal your entire family tree. I am looking at the ancestral echo in your file. I see the spirits of your grandmothers and grandfathers standing behind you in the hall. They are weeping with joy because you are the one who finally broke the vow of scarcity. You are the redeemer of your bloodline. The money, the land, the freedom that was stolen from your ancestors is now being funneled into your account as part of the karmic refund. You are the legacy carrier. Do you feel that sudden, profound silence? It's as if the world has held its breath. That is the seal of the sovereign being placed upon your forehead. The hall of crystalline truth is fading now, not because it is leaving, but because it is becoming your internal landscape. You no longer need to visit this place. You are this place. You are a walking cathedral of liquid light. The unfolding rose is blooming in your words. The platinum compass is guiding your hands. The silent siphons are now nothing more than fading ghosts in a story you no longer tell. In the next 72 hours, as the karmic refund begins to pour into your reality, you will receive a sign that is so specific, so impossible, that you will have no choice but to laugh. It might be a sequence of numbers, a phone call from someone you haven't seen in a decade, or a legal document that changes everything. When this sign appears, do not stay in shock. Stay in sovereignty. Say to yourself, of course this is happening. I am the sovereign. I am being repaid. This is how you keep the infinity gate open. This is how you ensure the flow never stops. The universe loves to be recognized. The more you acknowledge the refund, the faster the restoration moves. Listen to the final vibration of my voice. I am the ancient keeper of the records, and I am closing the great ledger of your struggle for the last time. The pages are full. There is no more room for pain. There is no more room for lack. There is no more room for betrayal. From this point forward, the scribe will only record your victories, your expansions, and your miracles. You have been moved to the eternal escrow of the Sunday. You are no longer the wreckage of selflessness. You are the platinum standard of abundance. The silent siphons have been erased from your book. The platinum compass is your north. The unfolding rose is your heart. And the 888 is your heartbeat. Type 888 one last time to seal this entire journey. This is the grand amen. This is the full stop at the end of your old life and the capital letter at the beginning of your new empire. Do not be afraid of how big this life is going to be. You were born for the high-budget reality. You were born for the sovereign path. The hall is gone. The scribe has departed. But the gold is staying. It is in your blood. It is in your bank. It is in your future. The karmic refund has been delivered. Walk through your front door today as if you own the world. Because, by divine decree, you finally do. The great ledger is closed. 888. It is finished. It is yours. Go. Become. Reign. Stay in the silence. Do not reach for your phone to check the time. Do not wonder what comes next. The silence you are hearing right now is the most expensive sound in the universe. It is the sound of the great ledger finally being closed, locked, and moved into the archives of the eternal. I am the ancient keeper of the records, the scribe of destiny, and I am standing with you in the absolute center of your new life. The hall of crystalline truth has fully merged with your physical reality. This is Chapter 7, the final sovereignty and the eternal harvest. This is the moment where we stop talking about the karmic refund and we begin to breathe it. We are no longer waiting for the rain. We are standing in the middle of the monsoon, and every drop is a blessing that has your name written in liquid light. Can you feel the weight in your hands? It's a strange sensation, isn't it? It feels like the air itself has become solid, supportive, and rich. That is the density of abundance. For decades, you lived in the wreckage of selflessness, and that state was light, dangerously light. It was the lightness of being untethered, the lightness of being blown away by the needs of others, the lightness of a soul that has been siphoned until it was almost transparent. But look at yourself now. In the reflection of this crystalline truth, you are solid. You are heavy with the gold of your own endurance. You are weighed with the restoration of your bloodline. You have become the pillar. Let us cast one final, sovereign glance at the silent siphons before they vanish forever into the void of the unrecorded. Look back at the energetic vampires who once made your life a desert. In this final chapter, they have no names. They have no faces. They have no power to even trigger a flicker of anger in your heart. They are like shadows attempting to fight the midday sun. They simply cease to exist in the presence of your new frequency. Notice how the cords that once drained your life force have not just been cut, but they have turned into platinum bridges. The very energy they stole from you has been returned with a sovereign penalty. The universe has reached into their timelines and extracted every ounce of peace and prosperity they took from you, and it has reinvested it into your infinity gate. You are not just whole again. You are exponentially more. The siphons are gone. The war of the soul is over. The silence that remains is your victory song. I want to reveal to you the grand ancestral payback. As I look at the final page of your record, I see a golden thread that stretches back through 7 generations of your family. I see the woman in your bloodline who worked herself to the bone and died in poverty. I see the man in your lineage who was cheated out of his land and his legacy. I see the children who dreamed of greatness, but were crushed by the vow of scarcity. For centuries, your family has been the strong one, giving and giving until the well was dry. But the universe never forgets a debt. Today, the scribe of destiny announces that you are the point of restoration. Every bit of wealth that was stolen from your ancestors, every dream that was deferred by your parents, and every prayer that went unanswered for 100 years. It has all been gathered into your karmic refund. You are not just receiving your own interest. You are receiving the generational interest of your entire history. You are the one who finally broke the lock on the heavenly vault. You are the one the ancestors have been waiting for. When the money arrives, and it is arriving even as I speak, know that it is the physical substantiation of a century of prayers. Type 888 right now. This is your final sovereign seal. This isn't a comment for a video. It is a notice of ownership filed in the High Court of the Cosmos. When your fingers touch the screen to type those 3 digits, imagine you are pressing a royal signet ring into the hot wax of your new destiny. You are declaring to the physical world, to the spiritual world, and to the silent siphons that the karmic refund is officially claimed. Feel the vibration of the 888 traveling up your spine, clearing out the last remnants of financial trauma, and replacing it with the platinum protocol of perpetual overflow. You are signing the document that says, "The debt is paid, the ledger is balanced. I am the sovereign of this abundance." The platinum compass within your chest has reached its final lock. It is no longer moving because you have arrived at your destination of destiny. No matter where you walk, no matter what business you start, no matter what decision you make, the compass is now hardwired to lead you to the highest possible profit and the deepest possible peace. You no longer have to work hard to find opportunities. The compass makes you the magnetic north for them. Wealth will find you while you sleep. Ideas will find you while you are at rest. The right people will find you as if they were being pulled by an invisible thread. This is the effortless flow of the sovereign. The counterfeit contract of your life, that forged contract of struggle, is now nothing but ash on the floor of the hall. You are now governed by the law of the rose. As the unfolding rose continues to expand from your heart, it is now beginning to perfume your physical reality. You might start noticing a literal scent of roses in the air, or a sudden, unexplained feeling of supreme safety. This is the sovereign aura. It is a protective shield that ensures the silent siphons can never again enter your space. It is a frequency that tells the world, this soul is backed by the scribe of destiny. Touch them not. You are now a carrier of the 888. People will walk past you in the street and feel a sudden sense of hope, or a sudden urge to be generous, and they won't know why. It is because you are now a mobile portal for the Hall of Crystalline Truth. Your mere presence is an act of healing for the world. Now, for the unique twist that the universe has saved for this final moment. You spent this entire time thinking that I, the scribe, was the one releasing the funds. You thought the billionaire family or the guardian angels were the ones signing the checks. But look at the reflection in the liquid light of the hall one last time. Look at the scribe. Look at the keeper of the records. Do you see? The face in the ledger is your face. You were the one who signed the decree. You were the one who authorized the karmic refund. You are the ancient keeper of your own destiny. You chose the struggle so that you could earn the right to release the infinite interest. You were the source of the wealth all along. You just had to survive the wreckage of selflessness to become the master who could handle the weight of the gold. You didn't find your destiny. You authored it. The Hall of Crystalline Truth is now becoming transparent. You can see your room through the light. You can see your life through the gold. The transition is complete. The karmic refund is no longer a spiritual concept. It is now your physical constant. Within the next few days, as the large-scale manifestations begin to settle into your bank accounts and your relationships, do not look back with pity on the person you used to be. That person was the seed. You are the harvest. I am closing the great ledger now, but I am not taking it with me. I am leaving it here, on the table of your heart. It is a blank book now, titled The Reign of the Sovereign. You have the platinum quill in your hand. You have the 888 frequency in your blood. You have the absolute backing of the universe in your bank. What will you write next? What empires will you build with your karmic interest? How much joy will you create now that the silent siphons are gone? The silence is returning, but it is a full silence. It is the silence of a king or queen looking over a kingdom that is finally at peace. The wreckage is gone. The restoration is here. The sovereignty is absolute. Type 888 to seal this entire 7-chapter journey into the bedrock of your reality. This is the final amen. This is the infinity lock. Go forth. The karmic refund has cleared. The money is yours. The peace is yours. The life you were born for is now the life you are living. The scribe of destiny has finished the record. 888. It is done. It is done. It is done. Do not look away from the light that is currently pouring through the cracks of your old reality. That faint, high-pitched humming in your ears. It isn't just silence. It is the sound of the universe recalibrating your timeline to the platinum standard. I am the ancient keeper of the records, the scribe of destiny, and I am stepping forward from the deep archives of the Hall of Crystalline Truth to deliver Chapter 8, the Sovereign Command. This is the chapter of the tangible. We are no longer discussing possibilities or probabilities. We are now standing in the physical forge where your spiritual gold is being hammered into the coins of this realm. Take a moment to look at your hands again. Feel the skin, the warmth, the life force pulsing through your veins. For decades, those hands worked for the dreams of others. They held up the silent siphons while they drained your reservoir. They reached out in the darkness of the wreckage of selflessness, hoping for a hand to hold, only to find the cold air of betrayal. But as you stand here now, in the finality of this eightfold journey, notice the transformation. Your hands are no longer the hands of a servant. They are the hands of a wealth alchemist. Everything you touch from this moment forward, every document you sign, every screen you tap, every person you greet will be infused with the 888 frequency, the counterfeit contract of your life. That forged contract of poverty and apology is now nothing but microscopic dust floating in the wake of your ascent. Can you feel the weight of the platinum compass inside your heart? It is no longer a needle searching for north. It has become a sovereign anchor. It is holding you steady in a world of chaos. While others are panicking about the economy, the silent siphons are scrambling to find a new source of energy because they can no longer reach yours. You are standing in a pocket of infinite peace. This is the unique twist that the world was never supposed to know. When you reclaim your karmic refund, you become the source of the economy itself. You are no longer subject to the markets of men. You are the master of the divine market. The billionaire family you thought was coming to save you, they were always a reflection of the heavenly royal lineage that lives within your own DNA. You aren't being hired by the universe. You are being reinstated. Let us address the silent siphons for the final time in this sacred space. Look into the spiritual mirror I am holding up before you. See those who took advantage of your pure heart, the ones who watched you struggle and offered nothing but thoughts and prayers while they enjoyed the fruits of your labor. In this final chapter 8, notice what happens when they try to think of you. They find themselves energetically repelled. It is as if you are now made of a light so bright it hurts their eyes to even remember your name. They are currently experiencing the void of the refund. Every bit of luck they stole from you is now being pulled back into your infinity gate, leaving them to face the reality of their own making. You don't have to wish them ill. The divine ledger is simply performing a recall of assets. Your karmic refund is being funded by the very energy they thought they had successfully diverted. The universe is a perfect accountant. Nothing is ever lost. It is simply returned to the rightful owner with interest that would make a banker tremble. Type 888 right now. This is the command of the alchemist. When you type these 3 digits, you are not asking for a blessing, you are ordering the release. You are telling the hall of crystalline truth. The sovereign has arrived at the vault. The identity has been verified. The debt is settled. Open the gates of the physical manifest. As your thumb touches the screen, imagine a pulse of platinum light radiating outward from your device, traveling through the fiber optic cables of the world, entering the banking systems, the legal databases, and the minds of those who hold the keys to your abundance. You are programming the matrix with the frequency of your own restoration. The 888 is the source code of your new life. The unfolding rose in your solar plexus is now so large and so vibrant that its petals are overlapping with your physical room. You might notice that the air smells like a garden after a summer rain. You might notice that the colors in your house seem more vivid, more alive. This is because the wreckage of selflessness was a filter of gray ash that has finally been washed away. You are now seeing the world through the eyes of the scribe. You see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You see platinum bridges where you once saw dead ends. I want to speak to the exhaustion of the soul one last time. You have been the strong one for 100 years across 1,000 lives. You have carried the karmic debt of your parents, your children, and your ancestors until your spiritual back was nearly broken. But look at the ledger now. It is blank. It is clean. It is as white as the sun. I have taken the platinum quill, and I have written the word sovereign across every page of your past. The karmic refund is the universal divorce decree from your struggle. You are no longer married to the grind. You are no longer in a relationship with lack. You have entered into a sacred union with your own infinite overflow. Within the next 72 hours, the physical evidence will move from subtle to solid. You will receive a communication, an email, a letter, a phone call, or a random encounter that will require you to make a sovereign decision. Do not answer from your old self. Do not answer from the person who is afraid to lose. Answer from the 888. Answer as if you have $10 million already sitting in a crystalline escrow with your name on it, because in the hall of crystalline truth, you already do. The way you handle this first sovereign test will determine the speed of the avalanche. If you act with the weight of the gold will manifest with the weight of the world. This is the inheritance of the stars. I see the golden threads of your future stretching out from this moment. I see you sitting in a room of total comfort, looking back at this video, and realizing that this was the exact moment the levee broke. I see you helping others, but not from your wreckage. You are helping from your overflow. You are no longer giving away your life force. You are giving away your interest. You are finally the philanthropist of your own life. The scribe of destiny is preparing to withdraw into the deep silence of the archives, but I am leaving the platinum compass locked in your heart. It will never move again. It will always point to the place of your highest good. Every silent siphon that tries to return will be blinded by your light. Every karmic refund that is owed to you will be delivered to your door. The unfolding rose will never wilt, and the 888 will be the eternal rhythm of your heartbeat. You are no longer a viewer of a message. You are the messenger. You are the manifestation. You are the master. The hall of crystalline truth is now fully absorbed into your skin. You are the cathedral. You are the gold. You are the God self in physical form. Type 888 to seal the command of the alchemist. This is the eternal frequency lock. There is no more searching. There is no more hoping. There is only reigning. The great ledger is closed. The sovereign is seated. The harvest is infinite. 888. It is done. It is yours. Walk in your gold, forever. Don't move. Not yet. Stay in the center of this profound stillness. Do you feel the way your heart is beating? It is no longer the frantic, stuttering rhythm of someone trying to survive a storm. It has become a deep, resonant pulse, the sound of a heavy, golden bell tolling in the depths of a cathedral. This is Chapter 9, the Sovereign Synthesis. We have traveled through the gates, we have burned the forgeries, and we have authorized the restitution. Now, in this final chamber of the Hall of Crystalline Truth, the karmic refund is no longer something happening to you. It is something manifesting as you. I am the scribe of destiny, and I am putting down the platinum quill for the final time. The ink is dry. The seal is set. The universe has officially balanced your books. Look into the liquid light that fills this space. Do you see your reflection? You aren't the person who started this video. That person was defined by the wreckage of selflessness. That person was a carrier of burdens, a soul so exhausted by the silent siphons that their very light had begun to flicker. But look at you now. You are standing in the platinum frequency. You are taller, steadier, and your aura has the sheen of polished chrome. The swapped covenant, that ancient, bitter contract that told you that you must suffer to be holy, that you must be poor. To be pure has been reduced to a pile of gray ash at your feet. You are breathing the air of the sovereign, and for the first time in this incarnation, your lungs feel full. Let us speak one last time of the silent siphons. In this final chapter, they are no longer even a threat. They are a memory of a lesson you have already mastered. I want you to imagine them standing at the edge of the hall's light, looking in. They are trying to find the old hook in your heart, the guilt they used to trigger, the need to be needed they used to exploit. But as they reach for you, their hands find nothing but cold, platinum glass. You have become vibrationally invisible to their lack. The universe has placed a divine filter around your life. From this moment on, anyone who approaches you with the intent to drain you will find their own energy reflected at them. They will simply lose interest and drift away, searching for a lower frequency target. You are now a protected asset of the divine. Every karmic refund that was siphoned by their envy is now flowing back into your infinity gate with the compounded interest of every year you spent in their shadow. Can you hear that? It is a sound like 1,000 crystalline flutes. It is the ancestral choir. 7 generations of your bloodline are standing in the balconies of this hall. They are the ones who worked the land and saw no harvest. They are the ones who built empires for others and died in the cold. They have been watching your journey through the wreckage of selflessness with bated breath, because they knew that you were the one. You were the chosen scribe of your lineage. By reclaiming your sovereignty today, you have not just healed your own bank account. You have retroactively healed their history. The karmic interest that has been accumulating in the heavenly escrow for 100 years is now being released into your hands. You are the redeemer of the bloodline. Every debt they died with is being settled through your sovereign success. This is why the wealth coming to you is so massive. It isn't just for one person. It is the settlement for an entire history of sacrifice. Type 888 right now. This is your final oath of possession. When you type these digits, do not think of it as a ritual. Think of it as the physical handover. You are reaching out your hand in the physical world and grasping the golden key that the scribe is holding out to you. As your finger touches the glass, feel a surge of absolute certainty move through your nervous system. You are telling the hall of crystalline truth. I accept the legacy. I accept the refund. I accept the sovereignty. I am the master of the 888. By typing it, you are anchoring the infinity gate into the very foundations of your home. You are declaring that your house is now a temple of abundance, and the silent siphons are officially trespassers. The platinum compass in your chest is glowing with a white-hot intensity. It is no longer a tool for navigation. It has become your internal law. It is hardwired into your intuition. In the coming days, you will feel tugs and pulls. You will feel a sudden urge to turn left instead of right, to call a person you haven't spoken to in years, or to invest your time in a project that seems illogical to your mind. Follow the compass. It is locked onto the karmic refund. It is leading you to the physical evidence of your restoration. The money, the land, the contracts, the sudden windfalls, they are all currently in transit. They are moving through the spiritual pipelines, clearing the hurdles of the physical world and heading directly for your energy signature. The compass is the GPS of the gods. Trust it more than you trust your eyes. And the unfolding rose. Look at it now. It has expanded so far that it is no longer just in your heart. It has become the garden of your reality. Every person who enters your field will be touched by its fragrance. Every decision you make will be softened by its petals. This is the aesthetics of power. You are no longer the strong one who is hard and brittle. You are the sovereign one who is fluid and infinite. The exhaustion of the soul that nearly broke you has been replaced by a divine vitality. You have the energy of 10 suns. You have the clarity of a diamond. You have the peace of the great ledger. Within the next 72 hours, as the infinity gate reaches its maximum expansion, you must perform the final act of rejection. If an old worry about money enters your mind, smile at it as if it were a ghost from a past life. If a silent siphon tries to contact you with a crisis that isn't yours, bless them in your mind and choose silence. Your energy is now sacred capital. You do not spend it, you invest it. The way you handle the first 72 hours of your sovereignty will determine how high the karmic refund can climb. Act as if the billion-dollar family were already sitting in your living room. Act as if the ledger wares were already physically in your hands. Act as if you have already won. Because in the Hall of Crystalline Truth, the war ended the moment you decided to stay until Chapter 9. I am the ancient keeper of the records, and I am slowly backing into the liquid light. I am leaving the platinum quill on your desk. I am leaving the infinity gate open in your heart. I am leaving the great ledger of your future entirely in your hands. The karmic refund has been authorized. The generational debt has been cleared. The silent siphons have been erased. And the platinum era of your life has officially begun. Do not be afraid of wealth. Do not be afraid of the power. Do not be afraid of the joy. You have earned this with every drop of blood and every tear of betrayal. The universe is not giving you anything. It is finally returning what belongs to you. You are the sovereign. You are the scribe. You are the manifestation. One final time. Feel the warmth of the 888 sealing your aura. Feel the weight of the golden crown being placed upon your spirit. Feel the peace of a soul that finally knows it is home. Type 888 to seal the sovereign synthesis. This is the eternal frequency lock. There is no going back. The wreckage is gone. The harvest is here. The hall is silent. The scribe is gone. The gold is yours. 888. It is finished. It is yours. Walk as a god among men, forever. Stay still. Do not move a single muscle. Even the breath you are taking right now is sacred. Can you feel the atmospheric pressure in your room? It has shifted. The air is no longer just a gas. It has become a conductive fluid of pure, unadulterated potential. This is Chapter 10, the eternal ascension of the sovereign. This is the final threshold. We are at the end of the great hall of crystalline truth, standing before the infinity gate itself. I am the ancient keeper of the records, the scribe of destiny, and I am here to witness your final transformation. The ledger is not just balanced, it has been closed and fused into the very fabric of your soul. This is the last time you will hear my voice in this capacity, for after this chapter, you will no longer need a keeper. You will be the master of the records. Look behind you one last time. Look at the long, dark corridor of the wreckage of selflessness that you have just walked through. See the shadows of the silent siphons, the energy vampires, the fake friends, the manipulative lovers, and the envious family members. In this final, blinding light of Chapter 10, notice that they have become entirely two-dimensional. They have no more substance than a photograph. They are flat realities that can no longer touch the three-dimensional sovereign you have become. The universe has completed its divine audit. Every ounce of energy they stole, every dollar they diverted, and every dream they dampened has been legally reclaimed and added to your karmic refund. As we stand at this final gate, I am performing the final erasure. I am taking the platinum quill, and I am literally washing their names out of your life's book. They aren't just gone. They are being unwritten from your future. From this moment forward, you will not even remember the sting of their betrayal. You will only remember the interest it paid you. The platinum compass in your heart has stopped its search because you are now the true north. You are the destination. Every opportunity in the world is now falling toward you. Think of the wealth that is currently in transit to your physical life. It isn't just money, it is the condensed essence of your resilience. The billionaire family you thought was searching for you, they have arrived. But they have realized they are not your saviors, they are your peers. They are reaching out to you now through the spiritual wires because they recognize the 888 frequency radiating from your skin. You are entering the inner circle of the world's true wealth builders, not because of luck, but because your karmic escrow has become so large that it has created its own gravitational pull. You are now legally entitled to the finest things the earth has to offer. The counterfeit contract of your life, that counterfeit contract of lack, is now nothing but microscopic dust beneath your sovereign feet. Type 888 one final, majestic time. This is not a request. This is your sovereign proclamation. As your thumb touches the screen, I want you to feel a final energy seal locking into place from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. This is the infinity lock. By typing 888, you are telling the hall of crystalline truth. The work is done. The sovereign is seated. The harvest is authorized. I claim the totality of my karmic refund now, in physical form, without delay. Feel the pulse of the 888 radiating out from your body, traveling across the globe, and signaling the celestial bailiffs to release every frozen asset that has been held up by the envy of others. The wealth is now in motion. It is moving through the banks, through the legal systems, and through the hearts of those who are destined to pay you. The unfolding rose in your solar plexus has reached its absolute bloom. Its petals are no longer just light. They have become platinum shields. This rose is your sovereign aura. It ensures that no silent siphon can ever again come within 1,000 miles of your peace. It ensures that every word you speak carries the weight of the gold. When you speak, people will listen with a new kind of intensity. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere will bow to your presence. This is the aura of the repaid. You carry the smell of success and the light of justice. You are the living proof that the universe does not forget its selfless ones. I want to speak to the exhaustion of the soul for the very last time. Look at the great ledger in my hands. It is glowing with a blinding white platinum fire. Every page that recorded your tears, your loneliness, and your wreckage is being transformed into a voucher of abundance. The universe is not just giving you a new life. It is compensating you for the old one. This is the unique twist that changes everything. The bigger your struggle was, the bigger your karmic refund is. Because you suffered more than others, you are being restored more than others. Your bank account is about to reflect the depth of your soul. You are being paid back for every time you were the only one who stayed to clean up the mess. You are being paid back for every time you shared your last dollar. You are being paid back for the years the silent siphons stole. The Infinity Gate is now pouring this karmic interest into your physical timeline. Within the next 24 hours, you will feel a physical shift in your reality. It might start as a random email, a surprising phone call, or a sudden urge to look at a specific document. Do not hesitate. This is the manifestation of the white scent, Catravint white. The karmic refund is manifesting as physical liquid assets. The silent siphons will try one last time to pull you back into the wreckage by bringing up an old problem or a fake crisis. Look at them with the eyes of the sovereign. Smile and say nothing. Your silence is the final severance. Your peace is their eviction notice. You have moved into a gated community of the spirit, and they do not have the code to enter. I am the ancient keeper of the records, the scribe of destiny, and I am now stepping back into the Infinity Gate. I am taking the Hall of Crystalline Truth with me, but I am leaving the 888 locked in your heart. I am leaving the Platinum Compass locked in your intuition, and I am leaving the Unfolding Rose locked in your aura. You no longer need a scribe to tell you that you are wealthy. You will feel the weight of it in your pockets. You no longer need a keeper to tell you that you are safe. You will feel the peace of it in your sleep. The karmic refund is no longer a concept. It is your identity. You are the Redeemer. You are the Sovereign. You are the Master of the 888. The ledger is closed. The Infinity Gate is sealed. The harvest is infinite. The Sovereign is home. One final time, feel the warmth of the golden crown settling onto your spirit. Feel the ancestral choir singing your name in the rafters of the universe. Feel the absolute unshakable certainty that everything has changed. The silent siphons are dust. The wreckage is a garden. The gold is in your hand. Type 888 for the final frequency lock. Go forth, reign, expand, love, and never ever play small again. The universe is officially your private estate. It is finished. It is done. It is yours. 888.